If you were to force me to pick between doing any of the endgame content for Star Rail with my current scuffed team roster, or be forced to live in medieval times where not only the Black Plague is still active, but I also have to live as a poor little chud with nothing to eat but my own fingernails and dead skin cells, I think I would pick Reincarnation. Don't get me wrong, okay? I love Star Rail, I love it with burning passion. I play it on a daily basis and try to finish any content that I can. But, can't lie. This new age where power creep is just awful is so hard as a light spender myself. When I'm saying that I'm a light spender, I'm talking light. The most I've ever spent for a character was almost $100. And that was only for the character. I didn't even get their light code, nor their item ones. Not only that, but I'm also extremely unlucky. I barely get anything. I have to go to hard pity every single time I try to pull for a new character, and most of the time, I also have to miss out on meta-changing characters that will quite literally make me zero cycle everything. It's awful. Now, as of right now, I've heard a lot about the current mock, and it being, like, actually dog shit, like, abysmal. Because, you know, the Delia, she's, like, the new character break is, like, being showed as of right now. But I didn't quite believe him. I thought that, it was just probably like the other mocks, because it's always been like that. And besides, I've already seen someone zero cycle with an Exaggerus. But I mean, it's an Exaggerus. What can he do? He's hot, he's cool, and he's a scholar. Top of all that, he can also clear every single endgame content. Like, what else can you ask for him, man? Like, come on. But back to the point. I didn't think it would be that bad, since I personally never struggle on those type of bosses. But holy fuck, did I want to rip off my nipples when I actually attempted it. Now, I did use a remembrance team, okay, for the sand part, which is Loki just asking for an ass beating, but like, I quite literally have 0 break teams to my account. Now, even with a remembrance team, it's still pretty good build. I have an E1S1 Castris, a pretty good build, Evernight, pretty good build, Hyson, pretty good build, Cyrene. For, like, a light spender. They don't have the respective light cones, but I still have, like, pretty good stats on them. So, I shouldn't have struggled, right?
Well, I mean, kind of.
No, I also do have 2 break units, so they kind of fly. I have Firefly and the Delia, but that's it. I don't have their light cones, let alone their damn Eidolons, which just makes me really hate the meta now, but like, oh my god. Enough of that. Sam has so much toughness reduction, it's not even funny. I did 1 million damage with my casters, and it barely did 10% of his health. Like, what the fuck is that? But I still got a 5 cycle in the end, so not too shabby. I thought that was pretty okay. But now let's move on to Hooday. Oh, Hooday Booty Shooty. I fucking hate that big bitched furt. Now for that part, I used 3 teams. I used a basic DLT team, which was Hysolins and Kafka. I used Herda. Don't ask me why, okay? I just have her there. And I used Blade. Now, when I compared the teams, it wasn't even close. My DLT team just actually shredded faster than the other 2. Which, like, part of that could probably be because I don't have them extremely well built. Like, my Blade has a 60 to 140 crit ratio, and my Herda has like a 70-something to 120. But I didn't expect it to be that much of a difference. It's like when you compare old seasonal Olympus Company IDs to the new Index IDs that are coming out. Like, funky yike, mate. But even then, I couldn't even get him to 2nd phase during the 5 cycles that I had left. Let alone beat him at all. Now, last Olympus reference that I'll make. But it's like, I myself am on floor 15 of a mirror dungeon run and just get my shit rocked because I don't have any of the good clashing ego gifts. Now, thankfully, that's the time of me doing this fuck-ass video, freak-ass video. A new mock is in the works. Yippee. Hopefully, it'll be somewhat challenging, but still beatable with characters that don't have their respective light cones. And now whatever bullshit I have going on now because the devs are just digging in their ass the entire time and smoking literal bubonic crack when Power Creep Remembrance and DLT teams because they made a few break units that could save the entirety of break for 1 patch and then make them irrelevant all over again. But time will tell. Now, Pure Fiction, in my opinion, is the best type of endgame content that they've made yet. Even with my horrendously built Herda, 70 to 120, I can still get all 12 stars on it. Although I will say, this new Pure Fiction was kind of beating my ass the first time I did it. Thankfully, I just had to upgrade a bit of her skills to get it done. But I still did it, regardless. Apocalyptic Shadow, however, Maypoc, whatever it's called, that game mode fucking sucks. It sucks dick. That game mode for the past few patches has been so ass that I haven't even been able to get above 1,000 points on both sides. And my gameplay isn't bad at all. I don't use autoplay to clear any of the endgame content, so I can't say it's like a skill issue or it's just that I'm ass at the game. Although, sometimes I do end up choking, when I'm using Evermight's ultimate for a turn, just fucking up the amount of stacks of memory I have on her, but even then, I can still play somewhat well. Now, I already said that I have a somewhat stacked remembrance team, but 1.4 thousand was the best that I could get on the recent nodes. Power Creep is just beating the absolute brick out of me, man, like, come on. Now, since 4.0 is right on the corner now, I don't expect it to get any better, like at all, because I saw an E0S1 Sparkle Special Path do 1 million fucking damage with her best team. And that's already more than an E2S1 Castris. But I mean, it's Sparkle, so. Listen, I love Sparkle as much as any other fan would, but making do a million damage at E0 is actually abysmal work, man. Like, that team just smoking crack now, I guess. Now, that does give me a reason to pull her now, yeah, but what about my Remembrance team? What about my Nihility teams? What about my Hunt teams? What about the teams that were already well established right before 3.0? I know it's to force people to start pulling from characters and stuff, because, they gotta make money somehow, but it's such a, like, a dick move. Like, with Genshin, they still do that, but you can still clear endgame content with just 4 stars. With Zenless, you can still clear endgame content with just 4 stars. I guess Starreal just hates low spenders or something, because they really are embodying the sin of greed with all of these new 5 stars, and not a single 4 star in sight, too. Like, what the fuck? Now, this doesn't mean I'll stop playing the game. As much as I hate the direction that they're going in, I won't. It sounds hypocritical, I know, but I can't bring myself to give up on a game that I love, that I spent money on, and am enjoying. But I just hope they start becoming less greedy in the future, and either stop releasing so many damn 5 stars, and start actually releasing 4 star characters, or, like, mass buff a bunch of the older characters so that way they can keep up with the meta. I love this game with all my heart, man, okay? But I just hope they change something. Now, if you've viewed this one, I just want to say, hey, thanks. This is like the very first time that I've ever done something like this, and I'm out there, like, speaking. Because me personally, I don't like my voice, I hate it, but recently I've been really wanting to do this type of content because I've seen other people do it, and it's like, if people can get likes for having really bad takes, surely I can get some likes by having a mild take, like, or just me talking about a game. Like, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, thank you so much. I don't know what I'll talk about in the next video, but I hope it's something that's not Starreal, because I really hope they start changing something. Like, I love the game, I love whatever they're doing, but like, man, they gotta stop with the power creep.
Un moquito.
El diablo, pero.
Se fue el moquito.
Pero